going on, guys? Gunz here. Man, people who know my story, I told a lot of my story on Defness 45 does these in-depth with Defness. And, if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and go watch that old video. Maybe I'll link it in the description, but there's a lot about me, about my past, about who I am, why I am the way I am. And it led me down a path to be a certain type of person. And that person wasn't a good person. Sometimes not my fault, sometimes your upbringing can turn you into somebody, and as you grow, you realize that maybe that person isn't the person that you want to be. And what's amazing about life is that you could reinvent yourself at any moment. To reinvent yourself, you have to change yourself, right? Here's the thing. A lot of people try to change themselves, but they don't mean it, so they don't really change. So those kind of people are living a lie. They eventually get exposed for who they really are because they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. They're not really driving down the path to be a better person. So this hobby saved me. Years ago, when I first started my channel, I was in a bad spot. I was late 30s. I'm still at the bar, me and my dudes, are fighting a couple times a week, man. You hang out with bikers on one side and gangsters on the other side. And it's the way Portland is, and we're all tough guys, and I know you guys see Portland and you think of Portlandia. That's downtown, man. I'm from Southeast, Lents, Felony Flats, those areas. That's just what you breed out there. So I'm still this guy, even though I got 2 kids, man. I'm still this guy. I'm going out every night. That's the reason why I did my gun shows on Monday nights to start, was because I was still out at the bar the entire weekend, living my life. Then I discovered this hobby, and this hobby has been amazing to me. This hobby saved me. I made the decision to sell my house in Portland and get the fuck out of there and move to the country and bring my family out here. And it was a Hail Mary to save my family, to save me. Because I was going to die. I was going to kill somebody. I was going to get killed. I was just going to die. Something bad was going to happen, man. And so I moved to the country a couple hours away. The sports card community helped turn me into a different person. I wasn't always this giving, caring person, man. And when you grow up to where you feel like you don't know what love is because you weren't raised up like other people, you have to find that, I mean, for instance, when I was 12, my mom signed me over to the state and I was in group home. So I'm 12 years old in there with the worst kids in Oregon. And back then they didn't send kids who got in trouble, and caught, major jail time, 20, 30 years. They didn't send them right to prison. They left them in OYA, Oregon Youth Authorities, until they were 25. So I'm 12 years old, and I'm in these group homes with the worst 16, 17, 18, into the early 20s kids. That's who raised me. That's how I was raised. It sucks. But that's how I was raised. That's how I came up. So I had to grow fast. I had to learn fast. This hobby saved me. I met new people. I met good people. I saw people doing good things for others. And let me rewind real fast and just say, I was lucky, man. I found a family. I found a group of friends young, when I was about 15 years old. And, all of us have been friends since, middle school, freshman year. I still got friends from grade school and stuff, but we developed a group and we are thick, it will always be. So I met some good people. But I'm in this hobby and I meet a whole different kind of people. And it helped change who I am. So I care about this hobby. I care about this community. You know, I care how this community coexists. I think it's amazing that you got groups on YouTube, and then you got groups on Twitter, and you got groups on Facebook, and somehow we can all come together and be a community. And that didn't just happen. A couple years ago, it wasn't like that. You know, you had Facebook boys didn't like the YouTube boys, and you know, I'll be honest, I never heard anything bad from the YouTube boys about anybody else, but you know, they're their own little group, and they're kind of like, whatever, you know. And then some Twitter people, we got people, Defness, people you don't even know about on YouTube. A lot of you don't even follow a lot of these good people, but we come together on YouTube. We're kind of a, you know, I think it's growing, it's doing well. I don't like when I see people putting divides into the communities and destroying what I care about, what I love. And there's a lot of people to blame for that, man. You're to blame for that. A lot of you are to blame for that because you help breed negativity. How? I'll show you. Here, I'll show you. Last videos. So I put this one up where I'm opening product. NBA, you know, 79 views, been up for 14 hours. Boom. If there's something negative, 17 hours, 491 views. Boom, something negative, 1.1K views. If I'm opening a product and I'm being a hobby member, 62 views. My partner Jackie gifted me 10 unopened boxes of cards, 172. That's not bad. That's not bad. But here's something right here. Uploaded at the same time, monster hit. Panini Prism 2020, 197 views. And at the exact same time, I load up YouTube Hall of Fame Drama, and it gets, well, for a while it was double the views, but it still had 100 views more than a positive video that was loaded up at the exact same time. And you guys are fueling that, man. You guys fuel that. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate you guys checking out my channel, whatever video I throw up. I always feel like I have something I could say, I could reach people a certain way. Hopefully I could teach people. Because I understand I bring things a different, you know, from a different light. So I appreciate the views no matter what. But Zombie, last night, after the whole, you know, the whole thing with the fucking dude, the John dude or whatever, that goof, you know, he puts his live and he words his live in a way that will get people to come in. Zombie's a smart dude, man. He knows how to fish. And y'all are fish, man. He knows what's going to get views. Yeah, that's why he played the bad guy for so long. I don't know Zombie as a card collector. That sucks. I'm sorry. You know, I think maybe I've watched 2 of your videos that had to do with sports cards. I watch you to hear you. I watch Zombie to hear his words, to get his insight. You know what I mean? I feel like he's somebody who could attract people, you know, just to listen to his banter or, you know, him bitching or his thoughts or what he has to talk about. People realize, I mean, he took himself to the YouTube Hall of Fame by doing that. I could get 500 views a day if I don't put this video out. I can get 500 views a day, easy. All I have to do is be the negativity in the hobby. If I try to be the positivity in the hobby, I'm going to be a 60 view a day guy. Now, if I was one of those people who felt like I needed you so bad, what direction do you think I'm going to go? What kind of channels are you trying to build within the hobby? Are you trying to build positive channels or are you trying to build negative channels? Because I put something out, you know, where there's drama and it fucking shoots through the roof. And I put something out that's hobby related and nobody gives a fuck. It's weird to me, man. And that's your fault. That's your fault. You guys are breeding this shit, man. It used to be a group of middle-aged women who needed that drama in their life, and that's why talk shows, Jerry Springer and shit, worked. You know what I mean? They were home and fucking had that shit on the TV because they want to see other people's issues, and that says a lot about you. That's sad, man. That sucks. I mean, I could put out a negative video a day, and I'm in the YouTube Hall of Fame tomorrow. Do you not see an issue with that? I do. That's not the direction I want to go. That's not the direction I want to go, but it works. And those are the kind of people you are going to create. So maybe you need to think about what you want to see in this community. What does this community mean to you? What do you want to see happen in this community? It is a community. What do you want to see happen? What kind of people do you want to champion? What kind of people do you want to elevate? What kind of channels do you want to see get big? I've been in this bitch for fucking 5 years. I think I got like 1,000, 1,600 subs, 1,700 subs. I've gained more subs in the last 24 hours than I did in the last year. Me, y'all don't want negative Jimmy. I promise you don't. There's a lot of shit in this hobby that rides a fine line that could go one way or another. And I don't want to be that guy. That's not who I want to be. And you should be cautious about what you want to build up or what kind of monsters you guys want to create. You know, there's a reason that John Dude did that video. He knew that doing that video was, he's got, in the last 4 days, that video went from 11,000 views to 15,000 views. He knew that. That's why he keeps that video up. He got rid of the fucking thumbs up, thumbs down because the thumbs downs were killing the thumbs up. He got rid of the chat because he tried to say in the video, I got rid of the chat because it was a bloodbath in there. No, it was a bloodbath on you. You were having too hard of a time deleting the comments where people are saying you're a piece of shit. This is what we're creating in this fucking hobby, okay? Now, you go back and you look at his subs. You look at all the people who comment in his subs, and everybody has 1 or 3 subs. They're new people to the hobby. They're new accounts. But they're seeing something like that rise. So then that's who these new people are going to come in and attach themselves to. So guess what? We're going to create a whole bunch of Lil Johns. What? And we don't want that, man. The hobby don't need that. The hobby needs a whole bunch of Defness 45s. The hobby needs a whole bunch of Mike baseball collectors. You know? The hobby needs a whole bunch of Crosbys. The hobby, it needs a whole bunch of wicked discounts. Positivity, good people. But that's not what we're building. That's on y'all, man. That's on me too. But see, I'm the type of person who can realize it. And I'm going to try and do my best to put more positive stuff out. And we'll see what happens. But again, I put out a fucking video where I'm opening 2020 NBA Hoops Premium Stock. Big rookie hit. And I get 79 views. What am I supposed to do? What do y'all want me to do? Anyways, just an early morning rant. I mean, y'all want to see some positivity? Come hang out. Come hang out tomorrow, man. What's today, Friday? Yeah, come hang out tomorrow, Gun Show. How many of you YouTube people even jump in any of that stuff? How many of you don't got to buy nothing. Come hang out. Come talk. Come meet some new people. Come meet some new people. It gets me energized when people jump into the Gun Show. When I get a Mike baseball collector pop in to my Gun Show and say, what's up? I'm like, oh, Mike's in here. Oh my gosh. Because normally it's the same little group. But it's the same group for a reason, because we're a good-ass group of people. But you guys don't know nothing about it. Because instead of jumping at something positive, you guys would rather just click on negative bullshit. So I don't know, man. You guys are going to create the people that you're going to create because you're going to champion certain people, and then you're going to shun other people, and you're just not going to care about others. And I'm going to try and do a few different things. I collect my cards, but I don't collect, like a lot of people go live and they just stay live for hours and they talk about cards and da-da-da-da. That's never been me. I can't do that. My life is, that's my yard. You know what I mean? That's my yard. That's one little side of my yard. I have goats, I have chickens, I have a 5-bay shop, I have 9 cars. Like, I have things I work on and things I do that aren't sports cards, but I think I'm going to start going through some of my collection. Because a lot of people think that I don't collect cards or something. I have my own collections. I have big collections of, I have big collections of cards and stuff that I get into. And when I like somebody, I start buying somebody, and my collections are insane. When I collect just like the next guy, when I like something, I start grabbing it. There's certain people that I'm after right now, certain people that I buy up. I don't put everything on here. I don't know, man. I'm just ranting. I just don't like the direction that I see things going. And trust me, you guys don't want me to go a different direction. You want me to be who I am. So I'm gonna maintain this person. Just think about what kind of beasts you guys are feeding. Okay? That's just all I'm saying. Do something nice for somebody. Be a light in somebody's life. You guys take care. See you guys tomorrow, man. 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm live. Later.